The KwaZulu-Natal province has ushered in Christmas with the birth of 47 babies in different hospitals around the province. The health department has partnered with the Home Affairs in an effort to create awareness around the early registration of births. This move will not only benefit mothers who have just given birth, but will also lessen congestion at Home Affairs offices in that province. Newzroom Afrika's Modise spoke to Deputy Home Affairs Minister Njabulo Nzuza.
In the spirit of Christmas cheer, the Provincial Health Department has not only decided to spend the day with mothers who've just given birth, but they've also partnered with the Department of Home Affairs. I'm actually joined here by the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Njabulo Nzuza. Talk to us about this partnership and what it means for new mothers especially.
Well, this is a very important partnership that we've been carrying on as part of our early birth registration program, where we encourage mothers to make sure that they register the birth of their children within 30 days. What we then decided to do was to partner with the Department of Health so that we open health facilities-based Home Affairs offices where we are able to register the birth of the children as they are born in the hospitals, so that no child can live without having a birth certificate. Remember, a child can be born, but they will only become realized as South African citizens when they are introduced into the National Population Register. We know that in the past we have received quite a number of children who come up at a late stage and say, look, I was born in South Africa, I was born of South African parents, and as such I deserve citizenship, but they have to follow now a late birth registration process, which can be cumbersome because we have to follow through with the internal control system to really make sure that the person who are registering is of South African citizenship.
And talk to us about the problems that you've had in the past outside of this partnership when it comes to mothers. I did speak about the fact that some are unable to register their children, and therefore the children are out in the cold for the rest of their lives.
Well, they will not be out in the cold for the rest of their lives, because if they do qualify, we do find ways, but it's such that it becomes too cumbersome. For instance, they have to go through a prolonged process of interviews. We have to establish who is the mother. It even gets worse when the parents are no longer there at a later stage, because we can't ascertain the citizenship of those children. You'll remember, for you to qualify to be a South African citizen, it must not be because you are born in South Africa. It must actually be because you are born of South African parents, whether mother or father. One of the things that we are promoting is the presence of fathers. Everywhere we go to issue out birth certificates, we find that the fathers are not appearing on the birth certificate, but we know that there is no child without a father. So there are fathers out there. They must just come up, because they create a problem for that particular child in a long run when they want to change a surname, or the mother has passed on but the child now wants to get a smart ID card, where we then need a parent to come through.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister. That is the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Njabulo Nzuza, just speaking to us about this groundbreaking partnership between Home Affairs and the Health Department. And he has mentioned there that this is something that has always been there, but now they're just putting more pressure, and that people, mothers especially, parents, are able to know about these kind of services, and that their children are registered at birth and do not have to leave hospitals without a birth certificate. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nobuhle Modise in KwaZulu-Natal.